We begin today's video with a heartbreaking loss in the world of sports media. John Brenkus, the Emmy award-winning creator and host of the groundbreaking show Sports Science, has passed away at the age of 54. His family announced the tragic news on Sunday, revealing that John died on May 31st, 2025, following a long and difficult battle with depression. In their statement, the Brenkus family described John as a visionary, a storyteller, and a man who worked tirelessly to share the wonders of science through the lens of sports. His passing has left a deep void in both the sports and scientific communities. For those unfamiliar with his work, John Brenkus was the face and brain behind Sports Science, a show that revolutionized the way sports fans understood athletic performance. Launched in 2007 on Fox Sports Net and later moved to ESPN, Sports Science combined data, biomechanics, and physics to explore the inner workings of sports feats. Whether it was analyzing the force behind an NFL tackle, the pinpoint accuracy of an NBA jump shot, or even how a competitive eater like Joey Chestnut could devour dozens of hot dogs, John made science not just accessible, but thrilling. Over the span of the series, Brenkus hosted nearly 1,800 segments, earning 6 Emmy Awards for his pioneering approach. But behind the scenes, John was fighting a deeply personal battle, one he had spoken about openly in recent years. In a 2023 interview with former NFL player Marcellus Wiley, John bravely shared his experience with depression. He recalled falling into what he called a very deep depression, admitting that he had experienced thoughts of ending his life. During that candid conversation, John revealed a moment of profound vulnerability. His dog, sensing something was terribly wrong, comforted him in his darkest moment. It was this act that pulled him back from the edge. Brenkus described calling his mother shortly after, saying, "There's something wrong with me. I am mentally lost." That moment began his long journey toward healing, one that included therapy, support from loved ones, and deep introspection. The family's statement read, "It is with profound sadness that we share the news that John Brenkus has passed away. John, co-founder of Base Productions, founder of Brinks.tv, and co-creator and host of the 6-time Emmy award-winning Sports Science, had been battling depression. John lost his fight with this terrible illness on May 31st, 2025. His heartbroken family and friends request privacy at this time and encourage anyone who is struggling with depression to seek help. These words carry more than grief. They carry a message, a call for awareness, compassion, and support for those facing invisible battles." John Paul Brenkus was born on July 2nd, 1971, in Washington, D.C., and raised in Vienna, Virginia, where he attended James Madison High School and was involved in several sports. He later graduated from the University of Virginia, where he began to explore the intersection of media, performance, and storytelling. John's early professional years were a mix of creativity and ambition. He produced short films and music videos, including work for the D.C. area band Emmett Swimming. In 1992, he co-founded Base Productions, a company that would become home to some of the most innovative reality-based science content on television. Through Base, John created shows like Fight Science for National Geographic, a precursor to Sports Science, which analyzed combat and martial arts through a scientific lens. But it was Sports Science that truly launched John into the spotlight. The show's unique combination of slow-motion replays, motion capture, and data analysis gave fans a new appreciation for the athleticism behind every move on the field or court. From testing the hand speed of boxers to studying the impact of snowboarding on the human body, Brenkus and his team turned labs into stadiums and sports into experiments. In 2010, Brenkus authored a best-selling book titled The Perfection Point. Sports Science predicts the fastest man, the highest jump, and the limits of athletic performance. In it, he examined whether there was a ceiling to human physical achievement. He wrote that while records will continue to be broken, There are physiological boundaries that even the most elite athletes cannot surpass. But the point of the book, as John once explained, wasn't just to measure the limit. It was to explore the journey of striving for greatness. In his own words, there obviously has to be a limit when you factor in what it means to be human. But the book isn't about the destination. It's about the journey. John's passion for pushing boundaries didn't stop with sports science. In 2021, he founded Brinks.tv, a new media platform focused on sports content, live events, and even sports betting. It featured talk shows, analysis, and in-depth interviews with legendary athletes. One of his latest creations, The GOAT Code, was described as sports science on steroids and featured in-depth science and career analysis with guests like Dwight Freeney, Marcus Allen, Jim Covert, and more. Brinks.tv became an official media partner with the American Cornhole League and was even the title sponsor of the World Downhill Skateboarding Championship for the 2024 to 2025 season. John also hosted and produced a major boxing broadcast in 2024 titled Hit Like a Girl, Fight Like a Champion, highlighting the WBC Super Featherweight Championship fight between Alicia Baumgardner and Delphine Persoon. John wasn't just a producer or a host. He was also a musician, a husband, and a father. With his then-wife Lizzie, he formed the band The Brink of Midnight. The duo created a viral Christmas song that raised money for charity. John also hosted a podcast under the same name, interviewing athletes, entrepreneurs, and entertainers about their defining moments. Throughout all of his work, John's message remained the same, that science, sport, and life are all about understanding the why behind the what, and that by exploring that why, we become more connected to the world and to each other. Since the announcement of his passing, tributes have poured in from across the sports and entertainment industries. Many colleagues remember him not just for his work ethic or creativity, but for his empathy, how he made space for others to share their stories, and how he used science as a tool for connection, not division. Former ESPN colleagues, athletes, scientists, and fans alike have taken to social media to express their grief, admiration, and appreciation for everything John brought into the world. John's story is a sobering reminder that even those who appear full of energy and purpose may be struggling silently. If you or someone you know is experiencing mental health challenges, don't wait. Reach out. Talk to someone. You're not alone. Organizations around the world are ready to help. And just one conversation can change the course of someone's life. John Brenkus changed the way we looked at athletes, not just as superhumans, but as finely tuned examples of what's possible when passion meets precision. His work helped us understand that behind every slam dunk, touchdown, or record-breaking sprint, there's a fascinating story of science at play. He leaves behind a legacy that blends curiosity with creativity, and most of all, a message that science is for everyone. Rest in peace, John. You were one of a kind. If this tribute to John Brenkus moved you or taught you something new, please consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on notifications so you never miss another story. We'll continue to bring you more inspiring and thoughtful content like this. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and never stop asking why.